was a big down day for the stocks today. The Dow dropping more than 700 points and falling into correction territory, meaning it's down more than 10% from its most recent high. While the S&P just posted its fifth straight weekly drop, its longest streak since back in 2022. With us now is Brooke DiPalma, the senior reporter at Yahoo Finance. Brooke, great to be with you. Sentiment on Wall Street, to say the least, has been sour since the start of the Iran war. But what's sparking today's extreme downturn into the weekend?
Liz, I think that investors right now are trying to digest, okay, when exactly is this war actually going to be over? And what does this mean for oil prices at the end of the day? And as investors sort of assess that, the duration, oil prices, the impact overall on the ripple effect into the economy, investors are gaining a bit of fear here. And we saw the VIX, that's a volatility index, hit 31. And typically anything over 20 means that fear is rising among investors, that it's pretty uneasy right now. And so what we saw today was the Dow join the S&P 500 in correction, or rather the Dow joined the NASDAQ in correction territory, once again down from the 10% record high or recent record high that it had. And on top of that, now we're seeing the S&P 500 on track to have its worst month since 2022. And so investors are really trying to understand, is this going to end soon? When will it end? And also, they're trying to digest all these posts that President Trump is putting on social media while also balancing what we're hearing from Iranian media as well.
Yeah, I want to lean into this a little bit, Brooke, because, as we mentioned, oil is going up. No surprise there. But what's the commodities relationship to the market? Why are the two related?
Well, the ripple effect that oil has, when you think about what energy prices mean for the overall economy, is it hits really everything. It hits diesel costs, it hit gas prices for Americans, it hit transportation costs, even the Strait of Hormuz, which is what this whole thing is about, it being closed and the remainder of it being closed. It has a ripple effect on the economy. And so right now, what we're seeing is oil prices, when this war started, we were at $67 per barrel. Now, based upon these recent developments that President Trump extended this for another period of time until April 6th, saying that he won't strike on any Iranian energy facilities for another few days. Now investors are sort of pricing in that this is going to last longer, that we could see higher oil prices. So now we're seeing crude, which once again was at $67. Now it's hovering at $99. And so we'll have to wait till Sunday evening to see where it opens up for Monday. And so largely the ripple effect is what really has investors worried right now.
Yeah, I want to bring up that graphic with the stock market watch here, brought to you by FinViz, and it really paints a picture of what happened today, especially with tech stocks. A lot of red on the board. There you go. Look at all that red. Very little green, Brooke. Why are tech stocks specifically getting hit hard, and are they vulnerable right now?
Well, what we've seen actually year to date, if you put up that chart as well and you pulled it out, this is what we've seen so far this year, especially over the last month, you'll see a similar decline. Even Tesla, Microsoft seeing double-digit 20% declines from the start of the year. And this is largely because all that's in question right now is, okay, will the Federal Reserve have to raise interest rates? There's no base case right now. No one's quite saying that that's going to be the case. But if we stay higher for longer, then that will definitely hit growth stocks. And on top of that, too, investors right now are trying to understand this landmark lawsuit that we saw in California, what the implications could mean there for social media stocks like Google's YouTube and like Meta. Meta right now on track for its worst month since October of 2025. And all in the background, you still have investors trying to understand the AI risk here and what this ultimately would mean for the market at the end of the day.
Brooke DiPalma, thank you so much.